he prayed to the moon to give him light, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached the town. Oh, town, oh, town, oh.
I think it was wonderful for our children. Number one, our children, because they live in this almost, you can say, city, some of them have never been on a farm. So they've never had the experience of how it is to live on the farm. And it was really lovely for Philippa to come in and to come and show them the pictures. Maybe they've seen on television, but now seeing those pictures and to hear what's actually happening on a farm, when it's the sowing time and when there's the reaping time. So that was really good for them. And then to sing these songs about what happened on the farm. And for our children, I think they learn a lot through singing, because they can then remember the words and it makes more sense for them. And then also when they did the signing, because that helped even more, because now I'm signing so I can remember what I have to sing, and even the ones that can't sing, by signing they still get the message. And I think they've learned through that. I don't think they will forget that in spring you sow the seeds.
There's this great resource of fascinating artefacts right down the road in Reading. Really helped sort of make this link between the lives these kids live here in suburban Berkshire and then the lives that people might have lived here just 50 or 60 years ago. So that idea helped us sort of steer the direction we've gone in. But then the machinery that they have, and this kind of threshing machine and cart and all this kind of setup, gave us a little idea for a way of kind of a little image we could work with.
This unquestionably, from the first moment they set up, has been really first-rate, outstanding teaching. For so many reasons, a real layering of what they do. From the moment they walked in, they put the children at ease, which is really important, because actually it was a very strange environment for them. No music stands, no music, and of course they're used to.
And what we've done with this trip, we started from 1815 and we've worked our way all the way through to modern times. So the children have seen the sort of jobs that they'd be doing when they're 5 and 6 years old, trappers, opening and closing air doors. They then show what they've moved to when they were a little bit older, when they were like 11 or 12, where there'd be pony drivers, walking the ponies in and out of the coal mine.
Come home late anymore, try that. He says, silly me lass, I'll give thee me brass, I'll not come home late anymore. Doing a project like this where you've got all the history and stuff, you've got all the visual things, you've got the objects, you've got the tour, you're learning all about it from real experienced people. I think putting the music and the song with it kind of instills that in your head. I think so often you remember a song about something, or someone says a memory and you remember music that's involved with it. Like if you mention a TV show from when you were little, quite often people remember the theme tune. And I think it's like that with the folk songs, you know. They've gone out of the session that we've done, half of them are, well, lots of them actually, are singing the song as they get on the coach, you know, and they'll remember that bit, and hopefully that then will remind them of the other experiences as well. And especially I think with songwriting, putting an experience or someone else's experience into a song just helps you remember it and understand it a little bit more, I guess.
We're always looking to find new ways to connect young people with their past, and using music is a great way for them to emotionally connect and personally connect with the stories that we're trying to tell.
Our project was based around the Nelson Navy Nation Gallery at the museum, and before we started, Martha from the museum and Francis went around and selected 8 objects which we could base our project on. And it's a fascinating gallery. It's got lots and lots of different things, everything from kind of boatswains' whistles to kind of sailors' clothes to the actual outfit Nelson was wearing when he was shot. So it's incredible. So our project was kind of based on those objects, kind of bringing them to life.
I guess I was surprised to see how natural the links were between the objects within our collection and the folk songs themselves, because before we were thinking, well, how do we create a resource that spans across tangible and intangible heritage that is easy for pupils and teachers to pick up and use. But actually, when we started thinking about the resource, thinking about what we wanted to do with the resource, the songs and the objects seemed to pair very easily into clear themes, which were clear topics of study for any teacher or any pupil to use within their coursework. And I guess that was a surprise, just about the very natural links It's perhaps opened our eyes to the idea of using folk song, folk dance more within our programmes. I think that's something that we're really keen to look at in the development of future programmes, but also within our museum exhibitions. We're currently developing 4 new exhibition spaces, and we are thinking about the way in which we interpret stories and the value of using song, the value of using dance. And I think that actually it's come at a good time for us to really truly consider using folk song and dance as key interpretive methods for our collection here at the museum.
So it was great to see their final performance and the enthusiasm with which they performed, and to see how much they had taken from our sessions here and our galleries.